So the men's group is an opportunity for a group of young men that Latitude have been working with to actually mix with a group of mentors who are generally probably their parents' age. So it's a multi-generational mix, which is a really good fit, because a lot of the young people, from my experience and even from my observation from the men's group, don't have a lot of strong connections outside of their own peer group. And even with homelessness and all the other situations they face, where there's legal and all these drug and alcohol, mental health, all these other things, they're things that isolate. So anywhere where you can actually put or connect a young person with a mentor figure, it helps build and bridge some of those gaps that they may have lost through circumstances or situations that they face.
The types of young people that we work with are usually very disconnected. This can come from a variety of reasons, either from dysfunctional family backgrounds, generational poverty, all those types of things that can contribute to the person ending up in the situation that they're in at the current moment.
I hadn't been directly involved in a mentoring program as such previously, so it was a little bit unknown. And because I was doing it in the area where I used to work, I thought, oh, how many ex-students are we going to have there? I thought that might be an interesting twist. But as it turned out, there was one ex-student, and it wasn't an issue at all. In fact, it probably furthered our relationship, which I was really pleased to say.
You've got two groups of people. You've got, your mentors and obviously your participants, your young guys. Two completely different ends of the social spectrum that are coming together, who have never had, anything to do with each other. The first activity is, it's just a standard meet and greet, and it's no different to, any kind of meet and greet when you've got two groups of people that don't know each other. So the thing that I find funny from the two different groups, you've still got very similar personality traits. So you've got, your extroverts and your introverts, and you've got your young person who's, skeptical. You've got your mentor who's probably going to be skeptical. They're actually quite similar in a lot of ways. What tends to happen is they find that they're really not that different to each other.
The activities that they participated in were a little varied, which I thought was a good thing. And the initial one, where we went 10-pin bowling, helped to break down any barriers, if there might have been, because it was an activity everyone could enjoy.
Two mentors, two participants, and it really comes down to that teamwork type stuff. Communicate with each other, and overall just enjoy the activity. That's the other thing we do after every activity. We just go and have something to eat. Again, nothing too fancy, or it's not supposed to be anything too complicated. It's just a bunch of guys sitting together having a chat. It's as simple as that.
Well, very fortunately, one of our club members is an avid sailor and has a 40-odd foot yacht, and made that available for the young people in the mentoring program. To see the impact on the young men who have never experienced anything like that before, it was wonderful to see.
We went from down Williamstown Pier, we took the yachts across to Brighton and back again. Give them the wheel, you're sailing it. It was as simple as that. I don't know how often that happens.
What happened on the bike building day is that we had 3 push bikes that we had to put together.
We had to work in groups of mentors and mentees, mixed groups, and construct bikes from a flat pack, and had to rely on each other, so there was a significant amount of teamwork.
Each group would have to assemble a bike, but who would do it quickest?
It gave us an opportunity to interact and engage and use our different skills.
Once the bikes were completed, they were given to the Footscray Bike Shed to be donated. The equine therapy activities are participants only activities, so the mentors aren't involved. So we take the guys up to property up in Rockbank. They really just spent some time with these horses, and there were a couple of little activities that we did, sort of walking around with the horses. That whole concept of getting away from your everyday troubles and all that kind of stuff, and just spending a bit of time up in a sort of like a calming environment. The two theory sessions were, again, participant only sessions, and it was really to, I guess, get the guys to focus a little bit more on themselves. Tried to get the guys to gain a little bit of insight and get their take on what they think being a man is supposed to be. The fishing trip, I think, is a real great way to end a program, because solidifying what we've tried to achieve, and that's positive male relationships. And we're all on that boat together, and we all know each other, and all the previous, preconceptions, everything like that is history. It's just a bunch of guys hanging out for a couple of hours and having a good time, and that's the idea of the program.
But the important thing about the men's program is that the young men are engaged for a certain length of time, and hopefully that would encourage them to continue some form of engagement.
During the course of the men's group, we did notice a change, particularly from the first meeting through to the last. You did see the change in the young people and their comfort in connecting with others. Yeah,
it's all about being given an opportunity, and I guess that goes back to the overall theme of the program. And the young fellas that are involved in the program, they're not given opportunities. They're just not.
One, as a mentor, you get an opportunity to give and invest into others. But you also receive in that as well. Like, you actually know that you're making a change, and you're helping make a change and a difference in someone's life. And I think any time that we can invest in other people, without the expectation of receiving something, but still receive something in return, is always a bonus.